Alrighty, y'all. I'm back with another game. Just got done making another video with that uh, tower or dungeon of Noblock. No, I don't know. I don't know, but you'll see it. You'll see it. As always, like and subscribe on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and the Discord. I made a new playlist specifically for my Rumble live streams, only the live streams. So you can get a little taste of what I play on Rumble, just a little bit. The only thing that will be in there is the live streams that I do on Rumble. So if it's not a live stream, it won't be in there. But yeah, that's specifically for YouTube. That playlist. So if you're on Rumble, you won't see the playlist. You'll just see the live stream that I did. If you're on YouTube, you can watch the live stream, the recording of it on YouTube in that playlist I just mentioned. It's called the Nines Rumble Rerun playlist. If you go there, you can watch it. But yeah, we're about to get into this Dungeons 2 game. And I have not played this, so this is my kind of crash course tutorial run. I did start it up though, but I never actually played any of it. I just seen that it had a skirmish, and I looked at all the maps and shit, and was like, oh, okay. But we're gonna do campaign.
The troops of the Absolute Evil had driven the Alliance back to their capital, King's Ending. The time for the final battle had arrived. Prepare to destroy the Alliance, and with it, all good in the land once and for all. Once upon a time there was a kingdom full of flowers and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time, and there was loads of that goody-goody, lovey-dovey good people stuff going on. There, the alliance of abominably good people lived in unearned wealth and prosperity.
When I bought this game, the description said you're supposed to be the bad guy and build dungeons and stuff. I have another game that I played for the channel that's like that, but this is supposed to be better.
Carved in this rock, in which the Absolute Evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of muck and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it. It was home to numerous innocent monsters who enjoyed a happy, contented existence, living in complete harmony with their
First of all, she's still alive.
But time and again, the sickening, sweet-smelling good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be the death of them, but much worse, the Absolute Evil's treasures were being stolen. One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its dungeon, the Absolute Evil decided it had had enough, and decided to do something new, something quite monstrous. Go to the surface. The Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath. After numerous unrelenting battles, the Absolute Evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
Yeah, the game I had played that was like this was called like Legend of Keepers or something like that.
forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls. Or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths. Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil. With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly improbable event that it may have forgotten how it works, a formidable function has been provided. Even the forest is not withstand horror of the open, and returns to it. A few of the Alliance units had entrenched themselves here. A determined, absolute evil marched towards them in order to strike them down with its mighty weapon. Absolute evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensure the creature to be made even more powerful. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin. Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky. But the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived. Absolute evil strode like a war dog through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease to the ground. The defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending, the final battle then. The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held out by such a ridiculous impediment. So, go get them! Destroy them now!
What the fuck?
The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city. Legend, wait for it, dairy power. The absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond. Actually, the insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders stood at its door. Suddenly, the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders bore down on the rather surprised evil. An ambush. The invincible evil had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated. At least, that's what it thought. Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, this was becoming very boring. But wait, this time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? This did not go well. Well, actually, it bodes the arrival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute evil. Somewhere in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate evil awoke. It did not know what had happened, nor why it had awoken. But it longed for revenge.
Wow.
The last remaining heroes of the country joined forces and cast a powerful banishment spell. The absolute evil disappeared from sight with a threatening gesture, and a faint whispered, "I'll be there," could be heard coming from its lips. The absolute evil had been banished, and its essence shattered into several pieces. Its reign of terror had ended. The good people of the overworld rejoiced, and an era of peace began for the Alliance. The evil creatures were driven back into the underground, doomed to serve as cannon fodder for pleasure-seeking adventurers. Meanwhile, secreted away in the world's most inaccessible places, the last remains of the absolute evil were resting, never again to see the light of the overworld, until today, that is. Somewhere deep under the earth, the ultimate evil awoke. And the hand of terror arose, controlled by the ultimate evil. Come on, hand of terror, arise, Daniel.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be like, what? Because I had started clicking immediately.
Methinks that exploring the surrounding area would be a sensible strategy. However, to do this, light would be required. Still not bright enough. An old throne room was revealed by the light. The circumstances remained a mystery. The hand of terror flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it. The expansion mad evil hired one snot on the spot. The first little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little snots to dig in that direction. The little snots still didn't know what they were meant to be doing. At last, the hand of terror marked the area to be excavated. As quick as a thought, the little snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig. Behold, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall. Everything was already in place. Doors, traps, a well-filled treasury. But wait, treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. The hand of terror swiftly marked a few small gold veins so that the little snots could excavate.
Put him down. I do not mean to keep picking him up. Put him down. Oh, I had double tapped it when I first. I was like, why is this?
As soon as the gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil. Once most of the gold had been mined, the Hand of Terror quickly created a treasury on the spot so that the precious metal could be safely stored.
The treasure.
The clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, little snots could use the treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. but they would require food, liquid food, well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery, and that would require some space to be created. The ultimate evil had the feeling that its servants were not really putting their backs into the work. Might a hearty snap from the hand of terror change that? Now an area cleared for the brewery site, and with quick finger snaps from the hand of terror, the room stood ready. Excellent, but the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too.
Um, it said put a boot castle or whatever in the brewery.
Hard-working evil effortlessly built a brewing copper so that delicious beer could be brewed as soon as possible. One of the little snots started working on the brewing copper. The nostalgic evil banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and brass bands. Those would have to wait. More important tasks had to be completed first. Both beer and gold were now available in the dungeon, so it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate evil. The rest of the horde was scattered to the winds.
Y'all see me knocking out all these walls. Dang, I was gonna put another one in here.
The greedy evil still hadn't hired an orc. Obviously, it found it impossible to be parted from its precious treasure. Nevertheless, it had to do this because otherwise who would guard its riches? That thought made it instantly change its mind.
Yeah,
For 1 second longer, the procrastination ended, and it finally hired an orc.
I don't know how to hire an orc. Ah, the phone.
Orcs were defensive close combat specialists, capable of dealing with many opponents. However, they were very vulnerable to ranged attacks. Payday! An eerie gong rang through the hall. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treachery songs, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved wages. However, there was little it could do about this, as it was chained to the throne. Thus it had to give free rein to its servants' desires, for the time being at least. Suddenly, one of the repellent evil's servants became very thirsty. This was typical of a troop member of the unanonymous alcoholics known as the Horde. The Dipso made his way to the nearest brewery to quench his thirst. A thirsty orc arrived at the brewery. Eager and slavering, he started demolishing the alcohol-hoarding evil's stock of beer. One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance to the ultimate evil. The first step towards the creation of a powerful army had been taken. The dungeon of the expansion-mad evil grew and prospered, but unfortunately, it had reached the maximum possible population it could currently manage. Now a creature would have to be thrown into the bottomless pit before any others could be brought in. The profound evil had had enough of dungeon sightseeing and now wanted to move to the surface to try a dish that is best served cold. Revenge. Some Alliance members were bound to be guarding the entrance to the overworld. A fine appetizer for a vengeful evil.
How do I dismiss them? Oh, well, no. Don't. I'm not even doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. I'm still using them. Yeah, come over here and do this side. Leave all that out. Leave some of that out too.
Abysmal Evil used the Hand of Terror to grab several of the creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting and threw them onto the spider's nest. The spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed evil patted itself on the back, proud that it had led its troops into battle with such a bomb, and by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the end. The basics of a dungeon were now in place. However, the brewery was tiny and didn't really have room to store beer barrels in, and the treasury was also anything but impressive in size. Quickly, the expansion-hungry evil set out to enlarge its dungeon.
Can I get more people now? Oh.
Payday!
The evil has awoken, but its brothers are still asleep.
Huh? What on earth was that? That's not in my script. What a weirdo. No matter. We'd better get back to concentrating on the dungeon.
I'm just saying, I would really like some more people.
A huge monstrosity loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long while. Now it was home to a huge spider and her brood. Would Sam and Frodo escape it and continue their journey to Mount Doom, or was this the end of the Ring Bearer? Hang on a minute, that's not the right text. Where were we? Oh yes, a huge spider, henceforth called the Spider Queen. It would be necessary to eliminate the Spider Queen before the horde could reach the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against them. At least, that's what I heard.
One of them has the title. It says, Bogard, the Spider Killer. I didn't even see him kill them. Oh, well, he probably killed the ones that was in there the first time.
A few creatures of the ultimate evil had lit a fire in the dungeon and begun to barbecue. The smell of freshly roasted meat wafted through the underground. The vile perversion, once called the Spider Queen, had nothing more with which she could fight the horde. Later, the sensitive evil would have her innards made into a lava lamp. The way to the surface was open. Now it was time to put those vengeance plans into practice. The vile evil wanted to take this opportunity to utter a really sinister laugh, but unfortunately, its physical state made this unviable. Instead, it asked the narrator to do a bit of sinister laughter on its behalf. Oh well, here it goes. Deep breath. Once the ultimate evil had escaped from the depths, still fettered to the throne, it travelled to wreak terrible vengeance on those who had done this, heavily supported by its little snots. The first target was Paladin Robert, now King of the Alliance. He had withdrawn to the quiet surroundings of his hunting lodge. There, he would be the perfect victim. According to scouts, King Robert spent most of his time strolling around his hunting lodge garden, reciting poetry. Soon his poetry would turn into mournful ballads. The vengeful evil thirsted to defeat the Alliance's king and mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Whoops, of course, I really mean that he wanted to take all of King Robert's cookies away. Better play it safe, or the age classification folks will be after me.
That's wild.
Before that, however, the ultimate evil had to do a bit of work on the dungeon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to fund even a small army made up of a few orcs. The warmongering evil had hired the first orc. as ancient wisdom says, violence is a solution, usually the only one. The steady pounding in the rocks had given rise to overworld rumors of a new dungeon. A group of heroes set out to plunder its riches, and the ultimate evil was already looking forward to this visit. Right now, the restricted evil was only able to call upon orcs and little snots. But there had been rumors that some goblins were hiding out in a cave somewhere close to mine. The exploratory evil would be sure to follow this line of inquiry.
If I had to say one thing about this game, is that it's kind of slow.
Dungeons for dummies, says. Mountains don't always just consist of rocks and snow, but they also include natural as well as artificial.
At least the campaign
The
is.
heroes didn't know what had hit them, as several orcs poured down from nowhere and annihilated them. This group of heroes had plundered their last dungeon, but there would be more. Another orc entered the service of the military-savvy evil. The horde was growing and prospering.
Man, I don't know about all that.
The ultimate evil should never forget to keep a watchful eye on its beer and gold souls. If its creatures can't help themselves whenever they need to, they will get angry. Fast. The first brewery was completed. Soon beer would be flowing like a river, and an Oktoberfest atmosphere would pervade all. Would the ultimate evil put the beer baron out of business? Such a duff reference. Enemies have entered the dungeon. The ultimate evil slowly made itself cozy underground. Although this was a sensible decision, there was a large and varied overworld out there, restricted and Payday. The time to attack appeared to be right. On the surface, in the tavern of a small, miserable village, some adventurers gathered. They were acquiring Dutch courage for their visit to the dungeon by downing several beers. The dungeon had to be destroyed.
I'm about to hire hella orcs because they're sending people down here. Oh, I don't have any roads, dude, or something. Oh, yeah, okay, I don't have I mean, I would really like it if y'all hurry the fuck up. Everybody getting back here today. Hurry up. Hop to it.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Couple of them. That's why I made this room so big. They didn't turn it into a treasure room. I'm happy I didn't do that. Oh, you can turn this into a treasure. Turn this into a treasure.
The first treasury was completed. Soon Greedy Evil's little snout would fill it with gold. You know the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, like they're out there fighting this thing, you know? I wonder what the issue is. Why can't I, not enough available population point? I don't know how to dismiss, is what it is. There's a way to dismiss them. I just don't know how to do it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of them. I don't know how to delete them. I don't know how to. If I could figure out how to get rid of them, I
Entered
could
the
do it.
dungeon. Heyday.
Yeah, dig all that out.
Is this all what it's slow for? Visit the premium shop, where you can buy 20 gems for just $100, which will speed up the rate at which this work is done. Hang on a minute, this isn't a game. Just completely ignore what it does.
That's wild. Oh, you got this shit out. I can do that whole thing. Do that whole thing.
It's payday.
Oh, when I threw them out there, they really did come out here. Okay, I was wondering what the hell was going on. Oh, okay, I get it. I see what I did wrong. Yo, can you get up there? Yeah, if you were wondering why nothing hasn't really happened until now, it was because I was being retarded and didn't know what I was doing.
A delicious rumble announced the fact that the village's last house had crashed to the ground. Ha! There would be no more heroes meeting there to seek out the dungeon of the destruction-hungry evil. The hunting lodge of King Robert lay in the north. It was there that the ultimate evil would finally get its long-awaited revenge. However, it looked pretty damn well guarded. Maybe it should first visit the cave to the west, inhabited by a clan of goblins, where the cunning evil could do a little negotiating.
Oh, okay,
the goblin leader prostrated himself joyfully before the ultimate evil, and immediately dispatched 2 goblins into its dungeon with a few plans for a new room, a tinkerer's cave. This was built as quickly as possible.
How do I look inside their, I gotta click on it. They said they have an idea for a new room. They said. I guess I gotta build it in here because it's not gonna let me build anything in that other one.
Payday.
I'm just trying to get my my troop numbers up.
But a new room is at its disposal. After it's deployed with that, it immediately set out building.
Yeah, I know there's a new room at disposal. I gotta make the space to build it.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, son. Dude, I can't do shit about it. I don't know.
Defend the throne room.
I don't know where those goblins came from. I don't have to go there.
Defend the throne room. Rome was not built in a day, but at least someone got off their lazy arse and made a start, in stark contrast to the Tinkerer's Cave.
Well, shut the fuck up.
The Tinkerer's Cave was built. It could, however, only be used as a warehouse, as it lacked the workshop that the insidious Evil's goblins needed. Quick as a flash, Evil placed a creator mat in the Tinkerer's Cave. A sparkling new creator mat graced the Tinkerer's Cave of the expansion-hungry Evil. A goblin would be able to work well in here, producing toolboxes. A few of these boxes would now be needed in order to invent a trap. The moody Evil waited patiently. Creatures of the ultimate evil had lit a fire in the dungeon and begun to barbecue. The smell of freshly roasted meat wafted through the underground.
Oh, that's what I needed. I seen it. Yeah. It wasn't really research the exploding treasure chest. I had just figured out how that what it wanted.
It's payday.
Hey, you want to kill these spiders, man?
Defend the throne room.
Where's my dude at? Y'all come back here, bro. Y'all come back, please.
Defend the throne room.
I need these three dudes to come back. Hopefully they can pass back through the portal and come back. Cause I forgot how to delete the snots, cause then I could have made spaces. I forgot how to do it. Yeah, y'all passed
The
through.
throne room is under attack.
Hey, get rid of them. I thought I did. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I thought I had did the two I did. Oh, this is not done yet. Oh, okay, hold on. It's because it's not done yet. It said it's still not all the way functional. What does it mean?
Payday.
Yeah, it want a lot of space for this tinker, this game. It want a lot of space for this. Actually, hold on. Okay, I already researched and tried. I've done that like multiple times.
It's payday.
Oh, I need goblins for this. That's why. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to delete these guys. So I need goblins. I need a couple goblins. I'm a smacking. Yeah, smacking the guy.
After a little personal tasting session, you will be pleased to hear that the beer in your breweries is not too bad at all.
That's wild. Okay, I killed one of them by smacking him to death. I wish I didn't have to do it that way, but.
cowardly as the goblins were, their creativity more than made up for this. They proudly presented the treacherous evil with their plan for a devious trap. With a silent, evil cackle, it quickly buckled down to setting the trap.
Yeah, if I knew a better way to do this, I would do it a better way. It says place a trap like that. It's just not a place to go.
It's payday.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing in here. Am I supposed to be? It said place a trap is what it said. Are you bringing this on? No. I just realized why you bought them over. Okay, hold on. Alright, we've been playing this for a little bit. If y'all want to see me play more of this, I definitely will. But I'm going to have to learn how to better play this off screen for me to play this with y'all, because this is going hella slow and I'm getting kind of bored. So I'm about to jump to another game. It's probably going to be the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, but I'm not sure. In any case, please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube, Rumble. Links in the channel description. But yeah, peace out, y'all. I'll be right back. Probably about to order me something to eat too.